What's up, guys? Nate here from Single Malt Daily, and I'm here with Rasmus Just, National Scotch Educator for Diageo. Rasmus, tell me about this Talisker.
So here at Game of Thrones, how's Greyjoy? Talisker Select Reserve. Yeah, this is a given for sure. Greyjoy, obviously connected to the sea.
Of course.
We have Talisker, which always have made by the sea as well. Like Talisker is one of the most remote and rugged shores.
And one of the most memorable whiskeys, always, you know?
It is. Greyjoy as well, obviously that connection,
Right, yeah.
it totally makes sense.
Absolutely.
Why don't we have a sip?
Sounds good.
There you go. Obviously, Talisker is always 45.8. This is the same.
Okay.
So you get a little higher alcohol percentage, which as well helps you with the mouthfeel as well. Talisker from the Isle of Skye. It's just a beautiful whiskey. If you smell it right off the bat, kind of get that
huge sea salt right away.
sea salt brininess that comes straight. It's right on the shores.
But funny, this one doesn't have that smoky kick on the nose, which I kind of like here.
It's kind of like it's definitely there. It's kind of like in the back. It's almost like a little sweeter, right? We heavy char these barrels,
okay.
So we get a little deeper in that sweetness and richness, what we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of comes out, and then kind of have that honey note as well, which I always get on Talisker.
Right, cilantro.
Cilantro. So I get that salty brininess right up the front. A little peppery note. It's a little less than you would normally find in most Taliskers, which is one of those predominant ones. But that chili note and white pepper is definitely there.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything until I tasted it and thought for myself about this whiskey, and wow, what I got on the nose of the brine and the sea salt was there, but it is even more compelling on the palate. Like,
it is,
whoa.
and it's kind of sweet, right?
It is kind of sweet, and there is that smoky appeal to it for sure, but not in a barbecue way, just in more of like the open sea salt and smoke mixture.
What I typically get is kind of like a seaweed kind of character on Talisker,
Nice call.
which it just
Totally
has that
agree.
salty brininess, but it has that kind of seaweed kind of character to it as well.
Huge. Gosh,
Long,
this is fantastic.
Long finish on it too. It's just a beautiful, beautiful crafted whiskey.
The finish is very long. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
It just keeps on going forever. And,
yeah, this one doesn't stop, but it's not overbearing at all in any way, shape, or form. You're right, white pepper, but almost a little bit of five spice too.
Yeah, you can get five spice. I get that.
Spice. Yeah, absolutely.
But as well, it has that little chili kick, but it's still. And this would go beautiful with some seafood. You could see the Greyjoys bring something back from the ships.
That would be awesome.
Have that at a feast, right?
Absolutely. So what would you compare this to?
So this would probably be the closest comparison. Would probably be Talisker Storm.
Okay.
It has that kind of sweetness as well. It's not as powerful as the Storm. This is definitely more softened up.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Well, thank you guys. And if you guys haven't collected all 8, I highly recommend you do. This is for the final season of Game of Thrones, and please remember to drink responsibly.